The last two schemes we were looking at were quite different in many ways, really, in that the Fraser Valley scheme was very much linking with nature, very much dealing with daylight coming through the windows, wood inside the classrooms, very warm feel to it. But of course it's in a very different situation from the Portuguese scheme, where I guess you can have too much sun, and that's a much starker, darker scheme from my point of view. I'm not sure if it's educationally so strong, but it's very, very cleverly designed, it's very well detailed, and it's making very clever use of colour. Some of the ways in which that's been done may not be apparent really from the stills, but the light reflecting off the reveals, casting light into the classrooms in different ways at different times of day, are really quite smart.
Yeah, I think it's been really encouraging to see some schemes here that are embracing the real challenges we face. You know, limited resources, so they're looking at reusing existing buildings very cleverly and very beautifully, without that kind of that contrast you always see between new and old necessarily. You know, the winning scheme has a great kind of consistency to it, and really to see a scheme that has been designed from every single detail, right down to even the furniture has been chosen. It's not expensive furniture, but it's been chosen and it fits the building. And I think there's that kind of consistency and rigour that that the winning scheme shows, but also encouraging to see a lot of a similar approach, looking at retrofit, reuse, and limited use of new materials. So it's been really good.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen a lot of schemes this morning, some of which look as though it was a question of how much money you could spend. And the schemes that have jumped out to me this morning have been those that used imagination and ingenuity to solve problems very, very simply and effectively. Of all the schemes we've seen today, it jumped off the table because somebody was trying to invent a new paradigm, I thought, for the first time. It was the idea of a modular system that moved beyond the idea of different ways of putting boxes together. There were some very interesting geometries which generated some really interesting results. It made some great spaces within it. It was very simple, it looked at the environmental quality of the space, it was very imaginative and different, which is one of the reasons that it excited me.
Yeah, I think we've been struggling the whole morning with projects that would be better from the architectural point of view rather than the education point of view, and then the other way around. I think that the three last ones are a good compromise in both fields. But I think what we are awarding, from my point of view, at the end is imagination. I think what all three have to deal with very complex situations, either pre-existing buildings or future possibilities that you don't know. So they're playing with an unknown, or with very particular constraints that make the work of the architect crucial to be successful in this situation. So I feel even if at the beginning I was not so happy with what I was seeing on top of the table, I think at the end, I think in this way, I'm very, very in peace with the decision of the jury.